The next stop on our journey to find the most patriotic small town in America was in Gainesville, Texas, where patriotism is a lasting legacy.
Deep in the heart of Texas, reminds me of the one I love.
They've done enough for America, and it's our turn to do something for them.
And you can see by every street corner, every street light, the water towers, everything is all about the Medal of Honor. This is considered the Medal of Honor host city, and it's the only one in the United States.
The people is what makes this event go. They are so awesome and so friendly, and they're real.
And these men were brave enough to stand up in the face of certain death and do what they needed to do.
Once we have Medal of Honor recipients visit our city, we will put their name on the side of one of our patrol cars.
There's like 300 or 400 motorcycles that are leading the way. Every overpass, there were people up there from law enforcement, from fire department, young kids raising flags, and you kind of just wish the bus could stop so you can go out and hug them all.
They lay out the red carpet. As far as we're concerned, all the concrete in town is red, because we can't go into any town or any part of the town without being identified and thanked for our service.
There is a 1 in 600,000 chance that you will ever meet a living recipient. And here in Gainesville, we have the opportunity to meet anywhere from 10 to 20 each year. And what a privilege that is.
They are living history, and our kids have reached out and embraced living history.
The Medal of Honor recipients come in and they go to the schools and meet around with the kids and talk to them, eat lunch with them.
See the young kids that come up to you and say, "Sir, can I have your autograph?" And it's just unbelievable.
While most kids collect baseball cards or Pokemon cards, Elena has a scrapbook that is designated to Medal of Honor recipients.
Well, this is my medal I made.
It's the legacy that they have, and a legacy that's passed down from one generation to the other.
The parade was for the children so that, you know, they can participate in things, and it's not just the older generation that's doing things, it's also the younger ones.
It's really been a blessing that these kids have such an interest in wanting to learn, and we get very, very good questions out of the classes.
They're our future. They're the next generation, and they need to know what true patriotism is. They need to know the sacrifices that have kept this country the best nation on earth.
Patriotism is not only about who served in the military. There's so many great people out here that have donated to programs, and to me, they're patriots too.
Patriotism is taking care of your neighbors and being a good citizen.
I deployed to Afghanistan, and during the deployment, my motorcycle was stolen. They said, "This can't happen to one of our veterans." They rolled in this brand new motorcycle, and they presented it to me, and I was completely speechless.
You don't really want to eat Longhorn. It's not the tastiest, but it's great for diabetics, and because it's real lean, less fat. So we had one go down last year sometime, and we donated it to Camp Sweeney here in Gainesville, which is a camp for diabetic kids.
The playground behind us was built over a week's time, and we had over 2,000 volunteers that did it. All of the money was raised and completely and totally funded by the community.
When you come down here for the first time, they give you a Bubba stick, and they also plant a tree.
Dedicated a tree in honor of every recipient that's ever been to Gainesville.
It's a Homegrown Heroes Trail, and this section, we just called it the Medal of Honor Walk.
2004 is when they placed my tree here.
Every year the guys come back and say, "How's my tree doing?"
Behind me here is the Gainesville State School. It's a maximum security facility for teenagers who have gotten in trouble with the law. Several years ago, they started a football program and got connected with a local private school group that played football, and they got to play football with them.
And at one of those football games, one of the parents from the opposing team just looked across and looked at these barren and empty bleachers. And she thought to herself, how sad is it that our bleachers are full and packed with people who are supporting and cheering for our kids, and these boys have no one. So that parent went home that night and called and got a big group of volunteers together. And the next game that they all had jerseys made with the guys' names on the back, and they came out and they supported those students. And for those guys, that was like the first time in their lives, for a lot of them, that they had somebody that cared enough to cheer for them. And that's really, we cheer for each other in our community no matter where you are, no matter what economic status you are, no matter what car you drive, whatever job you have, we're a family.
And it has nothing to do with playing football and everything to do with the fact that someone shows that they care and love them.
It's what we do.
It's what we do. It's what we do.
That's what we do in Gainesville, Texas.
That's what we do.
It's what we do, and this is what we do.
It's what we do.
It's what we do.
This is Gainesville. This is what we do.